Alright. Sources of light, weapons, different characters. Oh, dude. This is gonna be what's up. Hi, Pupper. I like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The little,
Scroll to it's not coming up though. Oh, it's the dandelion.
yeah.
Gather. I'm gonna talk to everybody but Lord Captain. Can I not? Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a talk there. Okay. Have you got some food for my dog? Do you know why we're going to Trotsky? Do you know
Do
these
you know
parts?
these parts?
A little. It's all rocks and woods. Lovely to look at, but shit for hunting in. If you don't watch your step, you could easily fall down some fissure.
So you've been in Trotsky before?
Not Trotsky itself. Once I just passed through here with Sir Hanusha's escort.
Ah, I expect that's why he sent you with us.
No doubt, but also because I'm not as rash as you youngsters. And besides, as the cook, I make sure you lot don't gobble up all the supplies at once.
Do you know why we're going to Trotsky?
For some big political parley.
Yeah, of course. I'm just wondering if you know what's in that message we're carrying.
Not really, but I reckon our lords want to sound out von Burgo. Bear in mind the times we're living in. King Wenceslas under lock and key in Vienna, and his brother Sigismund, meanwhile, shamelessly plundering Bohemia. We need to know who's going to stand on our side if things get even worse. And the royal chamberlain, von Burgo, has the land reserves under his thumb. So he's a big player.
To tell the truth, I'm starting to get a bit anxious about what to expect tomorrow. Do you think our big mission will be successful?
Nothing to worry about. We'll get to Trotsky, Sir Hans and von Burgo will parley, and then we'll ride back. Done.
You're a bit sure of yourself, eh?
Well, this ain't my first time delivering a message.
This guy's
Everything
definitely very
will
sure of
go
himself.
according to plan. Don't you worry.
We might even discuss how to make peace with Sigismund.
Peace? I don't know. Sigismund is winning and he won't want to parley for peace. But I hope there's some chance of a truce, at least an armistice. The main thing is that it don't get no worse. Hacking up Cumans is one thing, but if it comes to Czechs fighting against Czechs, that'd be nasty.
It seems really dialogue heavy, huh? Let's
Look
see.
out!
Ooh.
You already asked about the stuff at the bottom.
No, they took away that.
Yeah, I saw it take that away. I was like, is it going to come back?
I think Mari was typing something to me, but he's got a little outfit, little flowers on it. All right. I just get on any horse I want. Does it have to be my horse? Can I even get on a horse right now?
Off now.
All right. Sorry, I was wandering on.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few jobs.
Yeah, maybe if I talk to him again, maybe it'll reset the dialogue options.
One.
Oats. What kind of a name is Oats?
Listen, would you have some scraps for a month?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
There's gonna be this speech here. Let's see. How are we gonna convince him?
We get the retinum with one fighting him.
You won't want Mutt to bite you? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get him that way. I'll
Listen,
try that.
If you give me that sausage now, I'll bring you something from the feast tomorrow. They'll surely serve us up some real delicacies at Lord von Burgoff's castle. And I'll be invited, too.
You might be right. After all, you're a noble's bastard, and Sir Hans always keeps you close at hand. All right, then. Here's your sausage.
Hey,
And don't forget about me tomorrow.
let's get
My
some
favourite is
beef
boar meat
from
with
this
rose
guy.
hip sauce and cabbage.
I received smoked sausage. Alright, stop moving around so I can give it to you, dog. Get over here. It was showing something in the top left, but I didn't see it. R3 is praise.
Aye, you silly doggy.
Maybe it wants me to go into the inventory and get it. That just is eat and drop. What if I drop it?
He ignored it.
Fuck it, tankard.
Get over here, you little
Stop
doggy.
that.
Come here.
Your whistling is getting on my fucking nerves the whole way.
Come here.
Leave it off this evening at least. Jesus.
What is that? L1?
Look
Oh,
what I have
there's
for you.
feed. Oh, nice. Come here, bro. Here. Take that. Nicholas of Ratate. And the dog flips right through him. Good job, pup.
I'm a bit anxious about tomorrow. How about you? Are you worried?
A wee bit. But we've got good intentions.
Looks like he's got a stab mark in
Sir
his
Hans
armor.
is responsible and sensible too when it comes to important things. And no doubt Lord von Burgoff is a wise man and he'll hear him out with a cool head. Clever folks can always somehow come to an agreement, can't they?
I'm not so sure about that. Even the best of folks can fall out. One small wrong word robs them up the wrong way. And next thing you know, the claws are out.
Aye, I suppose. Still, though, I reckon it'll be fine.
How do you like it here?
I'll tell you, it's nothing like home.
And have you ever been further than Rattay?
No, I never was, but I always wanted to. That's why Oates put in a word for me so I could ride along. Besides, for an adventurous expedition like this, you've got to have the right gear and good horses. And I'm in charge of them.
And you take good care of our horses. I can't say they're exactly whinnying with joy.
Don't make fun of me, eh? Whenever they need anything, I take care of it for you. The only thing that bothers me is them cliffs and rocky paths. I hope none of the horses breaks a leg.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure thing, Henry. How's about a little wager to spice it up?
What do you want to wager?
Look, if you lose, how about you pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky?
And if I win?
Well, I've got this silver ring here I won from Oates yesterday. I'll wager that.
Sounds fair to me. All right, it's a deal.
Well, 'll... 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 'will... 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 'will...
If you're interested in gambling, you can find a game of dice in any respectable tavern. Choosing dice. If you have any dice in your inventory, you can choose to use them before starting the game. Most dice have special properties that you can read about in their descriptions. These allow you to use spatial techniques to improve your luck. In the course of the game, you start the game by rolling all 6 dice. Select the scoring dice you want to keep. Put them to the side and gain points for them at the end of your turn. Then roll the rest again and keep rolling until you run out of dice. However, if you don't roll a single scoring die, you will lose all points gained this turn. The art of dice is to finish your turn and score your points before you run the risk of not rolling a single scoring die. The first player to reach the scored goal is the victor. You can see all the point information for the current game at the bottom left corner. So held dice from previous throws, dice selected to be held, current selection. But what is a scoring dice? So I want to try to get one of these different combinations. I see. The devil's head acts as a joker, adding 1 value to any combination of dice. But that doesn't make sense on a 6-sided die that there would... What?
See whose side luck is on today.
Alright. So I want to hold those 3.
If I was you, I'd take it. Let it be now. I want to play too.
Oh, what?
You know?
Now it does it all over again?
My God, I'm done. Nothing. I didn't realize that Mari was messing with me. What are you waiting for? hell to freeze over?
It doesn't let me look up the Oh, do I get to? Oh, I can look up to the. Okay. So, what are some of these combinations here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I definitely don't have that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have those either.
What's taking you so long? There's nothing to it.
Imagine being so fine that it's correct comfort. See?
Relax, bro. Calm down.
Don't drag it out. I want to play too, you know?
I don't know what to do here. Let's see. I don't think there's a playable hand here. I guess I can just score on just the single. If I have a 5 here, no, I don't.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Three, 4, 5. Oh, I get 0 for doing that? I didn't realize.
Ha! Ha ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow, we'll drink on Henry's coin.
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale. Want to try your luck again? Same wager.
All right, let's carry on. Now I'll show you.
Come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. That's enough for me. Your turn. My God, I'm done. If I was you, I'd take it. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow, we'll drink on Henry's coin.
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale. Want to try your luck again? Same wager.
I have a feeling it doesn't matter if you win or lose in this, because we're never going to be drinking any ale tomorrow anyway, because of what the events of the story will unfold or something.
Nah, that's enough humiliation from me.
Ah, shit. Ah, shit.
What did I do to you?
Henry,
Is this... Oh, that is Capon. He looks different. He's wearing something
Henry.
different.
Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hannah had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Anchored.
So, should we start?
Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, I'll take the lead.
I just can't wait.
Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me.
Press R2 to perform an attack. If you select the direction of the attack moving, you select the direction of the attack moving with the right stick. three long spikes in the upper part of the rosette are used to select the direction of your attack, while the arrow shape at the
Come
bottom
on!
is used for
We don't have all
stabs.
night. Leave me some room. Less thinking, more action. Come on. Don't get so close to me. Ah! What are you waiting for?
What am I supposed to be waiting for? Let's see.
Come on! We don't have all night. What are you waiting for? Don't get so close to me.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Oh, I'm pressing the
Less
left.
thinking,
Stupid,
more
that's all.
action. Come on. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Well, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. What are you waiting
You chain
for?
attacks by pressing the attack button R2 again. Your first attack is still in progress.
Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care.
You can
have
cover yourself by
left to
holding
defend.
L2,
Save
maintaining
the
your
advice
recover
and try
cost,
it yourself.
stamina,
Gladly. On guard.
and amount proportional to the strength of the weapon.
Good.
At each
Good.
other.
Good. That's the way. Good.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
You're too slow. You're doing great, Henry. That's it. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Strike back after the block. Too fast for you, am I? Block it. Sweet. Good, Henry. You have to block first. Well, hey, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block, and it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then.
Changing the attack zone. Okay.
Oh, nice, Henry. Nice. Nice work, Henry. Good riposte. All right. I get it. For Christ's
That was
sake.
not a riposte.
Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
A 100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard. Off to a good start. Put up a fight at least. Weren't expecting that, were you? And another. Oh, you haven't got a hope.
Go for it! Now that's what I call play.
Oh, you haven't got a hope. Weren't expecting that, were you?
Nice technique. Did you see that?
And another.
Done it!
Weren't expecting that, were you?
That hit home. Come on, Henry!
Nice block. Ow! That must hurt. Don't you think you should yield?
Fight like an old hag!
Bastard! Now we're even. And you've had it. I say the victor is clear. I'll get my winnings from you later. Now it's time to eat. Oh, that swordplay is giving me quite an appetite. Let's get some grub.
So who won, gentlemen?
That's obvious, isn't it? Henry learned a lesson or two, and I won our bet. At least I'll have someone to buy me drinks in the tavern. It was almost like that time in Rattay.
Yeah. But that was nearly the first time in my life I ever held a sword. It's no wonder.
Well, forging a sword isn't the same as wielding one.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
He was well pissed off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we dragged you home right away...
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot...
Throwing groschen around like that? Fellas, if a rainy day comes, you'll be fucked.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Ah, forget it, you horny goat. This discussion is over.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
I needed a bit of peace and quiet. I had a stroll around, checking out what plants grow here, praying for the success of our mission. Then I came back.
At last someone with some sense who's not in a hurry all the time.
If I always had to think everything over, but...
I wouldn't have rolled in the hay with so many girls if I spent my time just thinking about it.
Thanks for the prayer, anyway.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, Will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
That's because we trained with weapons. They're good in a skirmish, but sometimes it just comes to fists. And putting a fella half a head taller than you on his arse, especially when he thinks he's tough as nails, that's pure poetry.
True, true. Just make sure you're not the one getting knocked on his arse.
I'm surprised you didn't say a sword, since you never stop going on about the sword Istvan Toth stole from you.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds. Oh,
Ah, Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ballsack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans!
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. 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 Follow me. Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away. Hear that singing? They must be close.
Plenty of tall grass to keep us hidden while we pee.
I'm killing yourself in the
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing?
Well, he
Come
said
on.
girls.
Let's get
Right?
closer.
Said female.
Oh, he did say females. Oh. Is that what's going on? I literally hear women singing.
Shit. One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others.
They're doing laundry in this water?
In our way. Right in our path. Damn it. Throw a
Why?
slide in the water near her to locate
They're just like, let me just scrub some mud into my dirty clothes. Like, press R1 to throw a pebble next to the girl. That will distract her attention. Okay. Throw it this way. It's working.
What was that sound? What is this racket here? What was that?
Yeah. Yeah, you go investigate that. I'm going this way, girl. We're just crawling through muddy water. Oh. There they are. Oh, cutscene.
Pána je u muziky, směje se na kasníky, ti jen pijou jedí, Pána sama sedí, aleluja, domine, aleluja.
Henry, I told you. Fucking God, you're
don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away. Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them! Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run! Catch them! Enough, I said! What the fuck? It's mine! What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank! Christ! When did you learn to swim? Just now! Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them up on the other side! Off these horses, quick!
Oh, Mott.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah, fuck!
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I know. I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Oops. You're a wanted man. The hair icon under the compass signals what's happening around you right now. Enemies are searching for you. You can find an exclamation. What, Mari? Did you want me to get hit by an arrow?
There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge.
We can't go this way. Go around.
You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rock. And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report.
Sacra!
Foot trail.
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Get to work.
Swim all the fucking way across.
Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish
Now.
over summer.
Stumbling about in the pitch black. When all your torch does is blind you.
Leave it out. Catching some major men, 14 them killed in the skirmish.
Maybe. Still can't see a bloody thing.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck! Use your head. Be careful. Stick behind me.
Can you imagine just like walking around in this like with your bare feet?
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they tried to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead.
Run! Quick! Oh, no. Fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
So take it. Boulevard! They're playing into the rock! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
What now?
Are we cooked? Is the question.
Hey?
They're here!
Take
Hans,
cover!
Run ahead of them!
there's more of them up top.
Where now, for fuck's sake? Here! Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
This guy's such a baby.
But they'll catch us.
All he does is complain.
Don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
But through fissures. Oh, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
Alex, mate, let's go then.
Fuck you, Horson!
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Pa. Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then Then how come...
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fellow landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up. How are you holding up? For Christ's sake, Henry, talk to me. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
Horseman. Faster.
I'm doing what I can, pal. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck. Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You'll survive Scallis, and you'll survive this. Come on!
Bianca.
Come on!
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the
Easy,
castle.
Henry.
Hurry.
What about you?
Are you mad?
My mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to Sir
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on.
He knows me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
Can't run away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
Kill them.
Please. There's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Look.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this.
No.
It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry. Wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa... I let them all down.
You've never let me down. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. And we were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, strong.
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
I've come from scouts. They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground?
Huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit.
And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulder stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushenna's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Damn! This wound is still bleeding. I better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. Damn! This wound is still bleeding. I better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more. Aye, true bliss is a full belly.
His breathing's pretty weak, but it's regular. That's a good sign.
This'll be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans. Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here. I could go for something to eat now. Damn, my shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. I could go for something to eat now. What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Don't try my temper, Crone. There's that piece of shit! You're done for! You're in your ass kicking, you piece of shit! Show your stuff! Do it! Suck it up!
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena?
And he bled like a stuck pig.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit! You're a dead man.
It's a wonder you're still standing! It's a slaughter!
True blood! Yeah!
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Broken neck that killed him. His head's caved in and he bled like...
Fuck you, Horsan! There's that piece of shit! You're done for!
Ah!
Show what you're made of! Go fuck yourself!
they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know what you heard, but when they turned up, they found that dead fella and recognized him as one of theirs. So, they must be with that brute who caught up with you here yesterday. Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanush of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Burgov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have another corpse in my yard.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
Thanks. I wouldn't be able to get a wink of sleep with them here. There's a spade by the dung pile. Take it and bury them by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier, and they'll be out of sight. When Ignatius the gravedigger comes by, I'll discuss it with him. And be careful you don't strain that shoulder.
All right. I'll take care of it. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
We're not in the clear yet, but it's looking hopeful. It's hard to judge. I want to give him the last of that Lethean potion I've got here. It's the strongest medicine I know. But first, we have to cool down his fever. We'll be needing a concoction of chamomile and sage for that. Lucky thing they grow nearby. Take the path past the hut, up into the cliffs. There's a clearing there where you'll find them.
All right. I'll get them.
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile is white with a yellow center. You can't miss them.
I should eat something. Oh, sacra. Someone got here before me. There's nothing to eat here. can't just go wandering around. I have a duty to Sir Hans. I can't just go off and leave Hans to his fate. I should eat something. I'm as hungry as a wolf. after his hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging. I can't leave here. I swore to protect Sir Hans, and I intend to keep my word.
Oh, so hungry I could eat a horse.
Ah, fuck. Ah, this damn shoulder. Oof. I'm feeling a bit peckish. Purple flower. Sage. There we go. That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. Those corpses have been taken care of. They're gone to rest by the stream.
Oh, thanks, Henry. I appreciate it. You did what you could. Me and the gravedigger will do the rest, so I ain't stuck with that corpse forever.
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night, but fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy, but we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you. And over Bajana, too.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. What's taking you so long, lad? You've got the pitchers there on the shelf on the left. Just pick the right one. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked, put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders. With a bit of luck, that decoction will chase away the fever. You'll sleep better after, and that'll give you strength. There's not much more I can do now. It's up to you and the Almighty. The fever should start to cool now.
Lord God Almighty, look down on a poor sinner and hear my heartfelt prayer. Protect Sir Hans and don't let him die. Just as he didn't let me die. Preserve his life. Because he's a young gentleman. Brave and just and a good Christian. And look down on Bajena too. And let her save Sir Hans. And deliver her from all evil. And grant her grace. Because she herself is merciful and didn't turn us away in our hour of need. Amen.
Amen. We did what we could for Hans. The rest is in God's hands. Now go and rest. A bit of sleep will do you good.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell! Ugh.
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
I feel like I got thrown by a horse, and then stampeded by a herd of cattle.
Is it really that bad?
More or less. Although the fact that I'm hurting all over means I'm alive. So I reckon it's all good. Considering.
That's surely the healthy way of looking at it. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth. A villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father. And I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. Now, it might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye. That's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
There's nothing left here.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Henry! Stop fooling around and sit down! Come here, you block... Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes...
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favours the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the might.
And we almost succeeded.
But
As far as
True enough.
to be honest, we were fighting outside. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail, whacked him, and luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember.
My word.
Do
quite a. We came here. We have to get.
Not far.
All right.
I'll prepare a bit of food. For a
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajana.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose. I want to thank you for that. Take this It's not all that hard.
Thanks.
No doubt.
Hans is... God bless.
And
as Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good womenfolk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's some Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, believe me.
Of course, Henry. But that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him.
Yes, but I see you haven't. Come on.
I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai!
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement. So get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Oh, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Oh, different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Oh, we could track down those bandits and get our letter back. With that, they'd have to let us in.
How do you intend to do that? Ask them nicely. Please, kind bandits, pretty please, can we have our letter back? Or do you want to charge at them in these rags and hope our stink knocks them out, eh?
They're very droll. No, I was thinking more like finding their camp and sneaking in, stealthily. Find out where they put the letter, grab it, and vanish before they even know we were there.
Are you dreaming? What kind of chance do you think we'd have?
Quite a strong one. Maybe.
Bollocks, old pal.
Well, what else do you want to do? Go back to Rattay?
To Rattay? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
I'm just as much to blame for their deaths as you. We're in this together.
At least we should give them a proper burial as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Rattay with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? That's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
Five bear of that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
You know going to the
I
manor.
heard some
Nobody
talk
invites
about your
me.
captain.
Oh?
I know where else.
What was that?
That
Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his
can't
soldiers
wait.
out the castle.
I hope my uncle
Aha.
don't let me down.
So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Doesn't half taste good.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
One of them nomads is an acrobat who did all kinds of tricks. An acrobat, eh?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
No.
Then get ready. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Ratai.
Ratai. Ratai. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
Belly would
Coming
get in the
right
way.
up.
Better to have a drink.
Look out!
Butcher? Safe? What?
There'd have to be 2 of us. I couldn't manage a pig that size on my own.
Look out! A tankard of ale, thanks!
She stamps and bites when she's upset.
To your health, my friends!
Cheers! Look out!
Would you help me?
What?
What's the matter? Did you drop something?
him! Guards!
Hey, there's a
Hey! Get your hands out of there!
Get those paws out of there. Give up. I said surrender.
You've got to keep your hand on your purse around here.
Fine. You had your chance.
Piss on that fucking thief's head!
I found the dead body!
And what can I get for you?
Health, lads. That's the most important thing. Enjoy yours
Hey! Pickpocket! Hand over the compensation, or I'll get the guards involved. All right,
Look out!
if you don't want to
He's
talk,
going through your
I'll call
pockets.
the guards.
The pillory's too good
Hey!
for you.
Oh!
I'll chop you up on the spot. Show your stuff.
Ah!
Fuck you.
Something terrible has happened.
And what can I get for you?
Health, lads. That's the most important thing. Enjoy yours while you've still got it.
Are you pissed or something?
A thief!
You're young
Catch
and
him!
fit as a fiddle.
Guards!
Ain't what it used to be.
Hey, there's a
Look
pickpocket
out.
over there.
You want to steal
Do
from
you want to kill?
Hey, get him! Shame on you.
We're gonna gut you, you horse on!
And what can I get for you?
Health, lads. That's the most important thing. Enjoy yours while you've still got it.
Are you pissed or something? You're young and fit as a fiddle.
It ain't what it used to be. My knees and back are giving me jip.
Me too. But I know the best thing for it. Stretching.
What do you mean?
Stretching. Stand on tiptoe and stretch as high as you can. Like you wanted to touch the sun. Then lean forwards with your arms stretched out. Try to touch your toes.
That must hurt, don't it?
A bit, at least at first. But then you get all limber and feel great.
I'll give it a try. But not right now. My belly would get in the way. Better to have a drink instead.
A thief! Catch him! Guards!
You're in need of money, friend.
Pickpocket!
Don't move on. Look out! Enough! Mary in heaven! The pillory's too good for you. I'll chop you up on the spot. You're right, but I promised myself. Come and look quick.
Aye, coming right up.
Health, lads. That's the most important thing. Enjoy yours while you've still got it.
Are you pissed or something? You're young and fit as a fiddle.
It ain't what it used to be. My knees and back are giving me jip.
Me too. But I know the best thing for it. Stretching.
What do you mean?
Stretching. Stand on tiptoe and stretch as high as you can. Like you wanted to touch the sun. Then lean forwards with your arms stretched out.
Hey!
He's going through your
Catch
pocket!
him! Guards!
Get your hands
What are you...
Did you hear me? Stop beating him! These days, no one's ever really safe.
Hey! Stop fighting! Show your stuff!
Come and look, quick!
Aye, coming right up.
Health, lads. That's the most
What
important
did I do
thing.
for you?
Enjoy yours. Are you pissed or something? You're young and fit as a
Hey!
Where's that beer?
My knees and back are giving me jip.
Me too. But I know
Oh, no. Couldn't eat another bite.
invisible or something.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I heard you're in need of money, friend.
Why the long face? Oh.
I'll drink to that.
Bottoms up! One beer!
Well, it was here. Did someone take it? If anything's missing, I know who to go and see. I'm going...
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
A lovely tree like that. It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by in the summer. The only bit of shade far and wide.
Well, that's just it. Some noble was resting under it, not for shade, but because it was pissing.
All the more reason to leave it be, huh?
Well, it was here. Did someone take it?
Help! Come quick! Where is everyone? Folks, help! For God's sakes, help! Help! Come quick! Where is everyone?
Oh, I feel a bit sick.
Easy does it. Deep breaths. We'll talk about it later.
What did I do to you?
Everyone else can go to the tavern, and I'm stuck here like a fool. What are you doing? I'll crush it with...
We're gonna gut you, you horse.
And what can I get for you?
Health, lads. That's the most important thing. Enjoy yours while you've still got it.
Are you pissed or something?
What do you mean?
God bless. You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
When their time comes.
Me too. But I know the best thing for it.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see.
The main thing is, she denied ever...
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep...
Von calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be some lords... It looks like it's going to be a huge event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Burgov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem, because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
You know, sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Ordinary people have to work their whole lives. So you should be able to manage it too, at least for one day.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
So, which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I'm going then. But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Deep breaths. We'll talk about it later.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
We're getting somewhere at last.
What did I do to you? What did I do to you?
Pardon me.
Our company. But the 2 of us managed to get away. It was the same bandits who attacked Lord von Bergov's men. Why the fuck doesn't anyone believe us?
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it?
We lost everything. How hard is that to understand?
What if you're one of those bandits? And you're up to no good? We should kick both of you out, just to be on the safe side.
I'd expect you to be more sympathetic towards people who've been ambushed when you've got so many bandits and other rabble here.
We are sympathetic, but you're no nobleman, just an ordinary big mouth.
How can you say that, you numbskull? I keep telling you we lost everything.
Would a sensible nobleman set up camp in such a stupid place? Somewhere by a pond? Out in the open?
What do you know about it?
More than you, judging by the shit you talk.
Damned insolence. You're just an idiot, a stupid, ignorant village yokel.
Hey, your insults are starting to fucking annoy me.
Oh, yeah? Well, you've been annoying me the whole time.
Hey, he comes here from God knows where, talks out of his ass, and is then rude to boot?
I'll have you all horsewhipped for this one day, you curs!
You should be careful you don't get a beating first. You know what? I've had enough of your bullocks. Sit down and shut your mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
Just try it, you worm. Just try it.
I might just do that.
What did I do to you?
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? Or what the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Stop insulting our dead companions.
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to apologize. Get ready to pick up your... You
I'll show you!
Why did you slice him up?
Go fuck yourself. We'll finish this quickly.
Yeah.
Don't spare him.
Slice him up!
You should have fucking stayed out
I'll
of it.
rip your arse open!
Carlos? Here, shake up! Don't spare him!
You shouldn't have walked with us, you bastard.
What do you want?
I'll show you how a real knight fights.
You'll get your bucket, you shit!
Take that fucker out! Damn it! Zeig, was du drauf hast!
I'll rip your ass open!
Carlos?
Think you're a match for me, peasant?
Now you're finished.
Nice!
Come on then!
Hey, now you fucked up!
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pulled me out of the shit! And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals in their tavern? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Open Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Hey, over here. Well, come on.
Keep the peace, and we
I don't
won't have
bite.
any problems.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real...
Do you think Tomcat might...
No offence, but...
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little.
Well, one of the guards...
Well, sure.
More like...
Where might I...
In the camp... No, try not to...
Oh well.
Don't worry, you'll...
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Hey, what's that? Hey, stop fighting!
Ah, fuck that!
Punishment by the blade. My thing.
Look out!
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
God bless you.
God bless you.
God be with you.
Are you blind? What are you doing here?
Let her go!
Ah!
See that crime doesn't pay!
Stop that! You'll strangle her!
I'll help you arrest him.
You don't fight with guards, you fool! You surrender to them! You're no match
on,
for
then.
us, fucker! You won't escape punishment!
Useless. You didn't last long. This is your last. Did you want to strangle? I ought to strangle. Eat shit.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad, so far.
Greetings to you two.
What did I do to you?
Where do you think you're going?
What do you think you're doing? What?
Leave him be! You can't!
Ah!
Don't hit him!
That was something.
Manners into you!
You're no match for us.
Show
fucker.
what you're made of!
You didn't last long.
Ave Maria.
What?
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Cheers! Get them out.
Like, have him go to the woods and scare off those floppy-eared bastards himself. God, at least he was doing something useful for the show.
What did I do to you?
I'd like to be... What's your name? One beer. I'm not surprised. You're just a village yokel.
How dare you? I am the son of the bailiff.
You're just an idiot. A stupid, ignorant village yokel.
Pour me one. Your insults are starting to fucking annoy me.
Oh, yeah?
Innkeeper, have you got anything to eat?
What did you say? Say it again.
It was there.
What do you mean?
Everyone.
Where else?
Somewhere.
Stop insulting our dead companion.
What dead
Pack it in, Henry.
I don't
Believe what you... And in fact...
You want to... I'll give you... If you can... You'll see that...
I am.
I am, sir. You're starting to bore me.
No.
Oh.
Didn't you hear? Apologize to him.
Oh, no. Reinforcements. I'm so scared. Take your numbskull friend and get...
I give you a chance to apologize, and you get ready to pick up your... You
You horse-ass!
Nice!
I'll have your ass on.
Slice him up!
No match for us!
Yeah! Go fuck yourself!
Why did you
Nice strike!
Show your...
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone. Light him up!
That wanker!
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
You... Just who the hell...
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your...
What? Whose fault?
I was just defending you. Should I have let... What do you think? Ah.
And what good if it hadn't... We've been in...
I don't believe...
Who else? You're just a...
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you! I've had it up to here with you. With you and your... You were supposed... You're fuck...
That's enough. I understand. I can...
That's it.
You don't really...
That's it. You're like...
Well...
And... Oh, don't you... I have to...
do need to find some job. I'll find... Not without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Henry? You're...
I'm happy to think about something normal for a change.
True. So, what did Thrush tell you about it?
There's going to be a dice tournament at the wedding.
Did you
And
forget
whoever
your clothes
wins
somewhere?
will take home a gold badge.
That must cost a king's ransom.
Come on, then, let's sort this out. I'll handle this.
Well...
My God!